Hey guys, so welcome to a new video.
What are you gonna do?
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures. And I'll pay you.
So I figured since I have been gone for a little bit of time that I would come back with a Q&A. It's 15 questions and I had you guys ask me these questions from Instagram, so let's get into it. So the first question is, why haven't you been uploading? And it's because of everything that happened with my mom. I got extremely triggered and it was hard. It's
all your fault.
And it kind of just like made me kind of just go into a shell. And I've just been having kind of like a hard time. And that's just me being honest. How have you been feeling mentally? I haven't been doing that great. I have been feeling extremely low and depressed. And it's been kind of like dark.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And I'm gonna just try my hardest to be an adult, film. So I had to take a step back and I told myself that I'm gonna wake up today and I'm going to kind of like fake it till you make it. I had cameos that I did, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Those made me very, very happy. And now I wanna go back to like doing things that I love because I have lost all interest in pretty much everything. And I'm trying to just pick myself back up. I have just hit a very low point. What's the update on you going back on Ozempic? I definitely do want to go back on something like that. So there is semaglutide.
Let's talk about what Ozempic is. Ozempic is an FDA-approved treatment for type 2 diabetes. The generic name for that is semaglutide.
Which you can get at med spas, which someone actually contacted me on Instagram and told me about it.
This medication has actually been around for quite a long time, or this class of medications has been around for quite a long time, but it's gained a lot of traction on social media.
I am interested in it. It's going to be cheaper than Ozempic.
Ozempic, or semaglutide, is used as an FDA-approved treatment for type 2 diabetes, with one of the side effects being weight loss.
So I am going to call the med spa and I'm going to set up a consultation. So that is something that's going to be in the works.
Using Ozempic for weight loss is actually an off-label use. It's only approved under the trade name Wegovy for weight loss.
Do you think you'll stay in Oklahoma for the foreseeable future? I think for now, I definitely want to stay here.
I need a nurse!
I love everything about Oklahoma besides the weather. There has been a lot of tornadoes lately.
Amber! Amber! I gotta go, Julia. We got Amber!
I hope everyone is okay. It's definitely scary. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to tornadoes. You guys know that. I don't know how I'm gonna do this summer because that's when it gets real bad. So I am kind of dreading that. But it's kind of ironic that I'm living in Tornado Alley. Ugh, that's like literally the only thing I hate about it. But as for everything else, like I love living here. I love being around family and I'm creating a life here and I love that. Do you think reaction channels should delete their videos where they said false statements about your mom? Because technically that is defamation. Should I sue them? Because when I think of that, like I think of myself, like I have said some things in the past that weren't true. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go and delete them or anything like that. I mean, in the sense of like the reaction channels that like really truly were like, yeah, Amberlynn's mom did do this. Like it is defamation. That is technically like the term for it. Should I sue them? I guess maybe morally it makes sense to do that, especially because they were so wrong. If you guys didn't know, like this whole thing about my mom has just been really hard because we knew it wasn't true about my mom doing something to a service animal. And I guess supposedly there was a reaction channel who ended up calling the court place and it turns out that it was a technical error. And it's like, me and my mom knew that she would never ever in a million years do something like that. She has made a lot of mistakes. My mom, which has been a drug addict for years. It's just like, how is she supposed to move on from something that she did over a decade ago? Like she has literally made amends and has taken accountability and has been sober for 9 years. Like I was born on drugs. Can't talk. I was born on drugs. So we know my mom did drugs even before I was born. Like, it's not like she made, you know, bad mistakes and then didn't make amends and didn't take accountability and didn't change who she is. Like the only type of person who can't forgive your mom is someone who has never either A, suffered with drug addiction or have known someone who has suffered with drug addiction. I come from a crazy family. I come from drug addicts, bipolar people, mentally ill people. I do. That is the family I come from. And I think that makes sense because if you don't understand something or you've never been through something, then I can see why you'd be like, whoa, you know, that's not forgivable. And I understand that to an extent. Did you honestly think that I was gonna be the only normal one? Did you? But truly, I feel like what matters is that I forgive her, her mom forgives her, her family forgives her, and she forgives herself. So many strangers just like attacking her for stuff that she did while under so many drugs, it's not even funny. And I think that's why like all of this just like coming up and like strangers, like, you know, this YouTube channel is mine, it's not my mom. So like it's been hard for her because it's like it's not something that like a normal person goes through, you know. But my mom is currently experiencing thousands of strangers just like bashing her for something that she did which she wasn't even truly her true self, and it's just been like really hard for us, I'm not gonna lie.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
But do I think reaction channels should delete their video? It makes sense if you would, because the information is so not accurate.
Are you working with the FBI?
But like I also understand if they don't, because it is their job to an extent. Has your mom changed her opinion about going on your channel? When I first moved here, my mom was very like, I don't want to be on it yet. Like, and then just as of recently, like she randomly just like showed her face on video. And she's been feeling a little bit more like, oh, maybe we should have like a cooking series on your channel. It's something that we wanted to start. And the minute she showed her face, like this whole thing happened, and it made her literally tell me, I don't think I want to be on your channel.
Who made a fool out of you? What you?
And that like hurt me, but like I get it. I don't know if she's gonna change her mind. I really hope that she does. And she did not go through so much hard work to just constantly be held at the person that she was in her addiction.
Yeah, well, drunk or sober, you're still an asshole.
Because if that's the case, who would ever want to get sober if they're constantly being held to who they were then? Like, what's the point of getting sober if that's the only thing that people are going to think about when they think of you? The next question is, how does your mom feel about you talking about her past on your channel? So even when I first started my YouTube channel, I asked both my parents, like, how do you feel about me sharing, you know, things about foster care or things that, you know, you guys have done that has affected me? And because they were so knocked out on like whatever drug they did, I don't know, like if it was pills or heroin or whatever, because I remember like they would get like so many pills, whether it be Xanax, whatever, they would melt them on a spoon and put them in their veins with a like needle or whatever, and they didn't know I knew this. Like it's your story too, Amberlynn. Like, we put you through these things and our actions have impacted you, so it's not just our story, it's also yours. Like, and I want to say a couple months later after that moment, that is when I was put into foster care. And I think that's why like I have been okay with sharing certain things about my parents or my past, or like, you know, my mom's record, like and the only reason why I did is because of this whole thing that's happened. 95% of the things that I have been through I have never mentioned on my channel, but the 5% that I have mentioned, it very much does involve my parents, and I have gotten permission because they say that it's also my story.
Sure, almost all lies, but it.
Are you and Valentine still together?
My funny Valentine.
Yes, we are.
Next question.
Okay.
Do you think your food addiction is exacerbated by social media? And I would say sometimes. I am also like kind of an emotional eater, and when things get rough, I turn to food.
I can't stop eating. I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat. It's a vicious cycle.
Next question.
What's something weird you get anxiety about? But like I have a lot of like food anxieties.
Really? I couldn't tell.
And I recently just opened up to my friends about that. Is like some of my really bad food anxieties is like if I have like a double cheeseburger, that's one of them. Once every 2 years, I'll get a cheeseburger with just cheese and onion.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat some McDonald's.
Or like a lot of pasta at once, or pizza. Those are my top 3. And by food anxiety, I mean like while I'm eating it, like for some reason my brain is telling me you might have a heart attack while eating this. But it's like every day now, I just feel scared that I'm gonna die because of my weight. Because it's like, I know I'm gonna die because of my weight. And I know that's like not true, and that's more than likely not gonna happen while I'm eating it. But like I do get those like negative thoughts. Those are my top 3 ones. I can't keep getting worse, can't keep gaining weight. I never want to reach 600 pounds. Sometimes I don't get that at all. But if I am getting that, I usually won't finish my meal. I know that's like the weirdest thing ever, Or for me, it feels pretty weird. That's why that is my answer for this question. How does Valentine feel about you posting thirst traps on TikTok?
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
So then it got me thinking, and I was like, is it weird that I post TikToks like this? Like, oh, I have asked her this because I do get this question a lot. People are always like, why do you post, you know, TikToks like this if you're in a relationship? And honestly, she said she doesn't mind and that she kind of likes it because she gets to also see them.
Your girlfriend got your butt. Hell yeah. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back.
And she thinks I look really good in my TikTok. So it's not something that like bothers her. She's not really insecure and she's super confident in like the way that I feel for her and the way that she feels for me. So I don't think there's an issue with it. But if she was bothered with it, obviously I wouldn't do it anymore.
Next question. Yes.
Does Valentine want to appear in your YouTube videos? She does. It is something we have talked about. And she said that she is willing to be in my videos, but because I haven't had my partner in videos in a really long time. So that's kind of going to be like really new territory for me. So I just want it to be like a really good time when we finally like take that next step, whether it's like her real name or whatever it may be.
Next question.
Do you feel that No Reaction Channel has come out and apologized to your mom after bashing her for something that she didn't even do? There was one reaction channel who did apologize, and that was Alex Ashok. So he did it. It makes me emotional, sorry. It makes me emotional because he did it like the day he found out that it wasn't true. And there are so many other reaction channels that like literally bashed my mom. There are other reaction channels who like spoke on it like the day of, and then they just haven't said anything since. They haven't said anything since finding out that it's not true. And I've always had like a love-hate relationship for Alex Ashok, but like there have been instances where he has like done the right thing, and I just appreciate him for that, like truly. Like I even told my mom that he apologized, and she's also appreciative, and she's also strangely and ironically and weirdly enough appreciative of the person who called the courtroom.
Yabba dabba do.
But we are both actually, strangely enough, grateful that that call was made. And, you know, mistakes do happen. It is odd that someone would call, but we are grateful that it did happen. And I think, you know, my mom had to like put me in a different headspace for a minute because this was just getting hard and heavy. And she was like, you know what, Amberlynn, that person could have not revealed about the error.
Oh, turn that thing off, will you?
But the fact that they, you know, I haven't seen that. I don't know if it's like a video. I heard that it was like a YouTube channel. I don't even know who it was. I don't know their name or anything like that.
Just shut the fuck up!
So I'm assuming the person made a video and said, you know, it's actually just an error.
Sir, next question, please.
Oh, yeah?
Is there a reason why people think that your girlfriend is fake? People think that she's fake because of the timeline, because two of my exes are also in like relationships or whatever. And it makes sense, I understand, because like that's the only thing I can think of, because like I have never really been single for that long. So it shouldn't even be surprising that I have a girlfriend at this point. I have a problem with jealousy. So I'm not really a jealous person. I don't.
If I'm gonna check out somebody, I'm always very conspicuous about it.
Like
if I'm looking at somebody, it's literally I'll look at them like they're normal, and in my head I'm just like, oh, you cute.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who's the last time you did that?
In the gas station the other day. Yeah, it's okay. You look at somebody, you're like, oh, you're cute.
What I do get jealous about though is like stuff in relationships. Like when I'm in a relationship, like I am a jealous girlfriend. Hi Becky, I saw you checking me out at the gas station that day. You're cute too, boo.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I do get kind of jealous, pretty jealous. And I'm actually working really hard on that, and I feel like I have gotten a lot better. What did they look like?
I don't know. She was chubby. She worked at the gas station. I was just like, oh, she's cute.
The only thing I can do is improve and try not to like show my jealousy too much, if you know what I'm saying. But you know, Valentine actually doesn't mind a little jealousy, so I guess that's a good thing. So that is the end of this video. I know it was kind of heavy for me, so it might be heavy for y'all. I don't really know, but I'm gonna try posting some more. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See through